Let's see how this ritual goes. It's probably gonna happen today, right?
Well...
What's with that face? You look like you just woke up.
Huh?
I did just wake up. The announcement was a minute ago.
Ew.
You wake up to that? If you rely on that announcement as your alarm clock, you'll start getting used to this place.
Okay.
I suppose that's true.
Hey!
It's fine, let's just go stop the ritual.
Huh?
Kaido?
Okay.
I heard from Maki Roll. It seems like Angie's gonna do the ritual.
What?
Maki Roll? Don't give me such a weird nickname.
Ah!
You brought Kaido here, Maki.
Why?
Is that weird? We needed a backup plan in case the straightforward approach fails. Who better than Kaito for a less than straightforward approach?
But...
I don't know, I feel like he's one for the straightforward approach. But Kaido, are you feeling okay? You don't have time to be worrying about me. You gotta put a stop to this ridiculous resurrect the dead crap.
Okay.
And then we can finally drop that topic, or else I'm not gonna last. Not gonna last. Kaido, are you? Scared?
Huh? No.
It's just that I remember that you don't like talking about ghosts and stuff.
Because...
Now that I think about it. You've been acting strange ever since. We started talking about resurrecting the dead.
Shut up!
Don't be stupid, there's no way. So I was right.
Got a minute?
Wait, you mean the reason you didn't come to training is because you were scared?
So...
It's not that I'm scared, it's just how my body is. I'm fine when it comes to cramped areas, spaces, and zero-G, but ghost stories? Since I was a kid, whenever I hear them, I start to feel sick. Kaido was looking more and more pale as he spoke.
Damn it.
Because of that, I haven't been able to eat or sleep since all this crap started. So that's what happened.
Okay.
So let's hurry and stop Angie so we can put an end to all this spooky stuff. If things get any scarier, I'll seriously die from a heart attack. Why are you looking at me like that? Unbelievable, you always act like you're not afraid of anything.
Shut up!
Let's just go stop Angie already. Come on, bro. Come on, Maki Roll. Let's go.
I told you.
Do not call me Rocky Roll. Anyway, let's go to Angie's lab.
Jeez.
Can't believe someone your age would hide in bed because they're afraid of ghosts. Yeah, you know, this is just how my body is. Can't do anything about it.
Well...
So you can stand to be around assassins, but ghosts are where you draw the line? I've been told that I'm scarier than any ghost.
What?
I'm not scared of you at all. Didn't I tell you? You're just a weak coward, and you just started your training.
Idiot's at it again.
You, of all people, don't get to call me weak.
Shut up!
Let's go and stop Angie.
Damn it.
Hurry and stop Angie so we can put it into all the spooky stuff. If things get any scarier, I'll die from a heart attack. Fine.
Damn it.
Hurry and stop Angie, put it into spooky stuff.
Then...
If she's not in a room, then she's probably in her lab preparing for the ritual. I guess we should check the room. No one's there. Then she's probably in her lab. She did say she was going to prepare for the ritual.
You're right.
Let's go. I don't think she lasted the night. We're gonna have a locked door mystery. Hey, correct Kyo.
Ah.
Good morning, Kyo.
Yes.
Good morning.
Oh.
Well, if this isn't Kaito, are you feeling better already?
Ah.
Somehow. Sorry though, we don't have much time to talk right now.
Well.
Don't push yourself. Things feel amiss without your boisterous voice.
Okay.
My bad for making you worry.
That's right.
And it's all because you were scared.
Oh.
Did you say something?
Shut up!
It's nothing, right, Maki Roll?
I told you.
Quit calling me Maki Roll. Meow. Oh hey, Tinko, you might want to come along.
Ah.
Good morning, Tinko. Good morning, Maki.
Okay.
Good morning.
Come on, man.
Are you ignoring Shuichi?
What?
What do you mean? It's proper manners to greet girls before degenerate males. More importantly, have you guys seen Himiko?
No.
I haven't. She's not in the dorms? I guess not. I didn't get an answer after I knocked on her door, so she must have gone out. Anyway, I'll go look for her. If you see her, please let me know. No. She must want to apologize for last night. It's not very like Tenko to take action. We are on alert mode. We need to get there as quickly as possible. Then the answer would be teleporting. Shut up. That's cheating. I don't like it when people don't show up to things they're supposed to show up to. Especially not when people can die. And it's more, you know, likely than in the real world. At least on a technical basis, anyway. Well, on a scripting basis, I guess, one could say. Please be okay. Okay. Himiko. You guys again?
Why?
Why are you here? Were you keeping watch the whole time?
What a pain.
I wouldn't do something like that. It sounds like a pain. I just came to check on Angie.
You.
So what do you guys want? Don't tell me you came to stop her again.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the ritual is Monokuma's motive. We shouldn't just let it happen. Or the fact that the ritual is the motive is the motive. The ritual itself might be perfectly fine, but the fact that it's doing and coming from a poisoned source may be enough to inspire someone else to try to stop it before it has a chance to occur.
Okay.
That's exactly right. It's not because I'm scared or anything, okay?
Sure, whatever.
But it's good that you're here. She won't open this door for anyone but members of the student council, right?
Then...
So, tell Angie to open it for us. That's not possible.
Huh?
Not possible? I wanted to ask her how the ritual went, so I've been calling to her. She must really be into her work, so she won't come out.
Huh?
Won't come out? Are you sure she's in there? She should be inside, but if both this door and the back one are locked.
Huh?
Both are locked? I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is. But these doors only lock from the inside, which means there's definitely someone in there.
Hey,
Any response?
No.
Maybe she's sleeping. No answer.
Himiko!
We need to get inside right now. Why?
Ah,
But you know, even if we wanted to check, it's locked, so we can't do it.
I see.
I heard everything, and I'm just as shocked as you are by what the tabloids are reporting.
what?
You obviously didn't hear anything at all.
you...
Where'd you come from? A little birdie told me that now would be a good time to bust out my trick. Kokichi's trick?
Ah!
The lockpicking.
Huh?
Lockpicking?
Hey!
During the insect meet and greet, Kokichi was able to get into our rooms by lockpicking. Can you use your lockpicking skills to get this lab door open? You want me to pick open this door, huh? Let me see. Kokichi bent over and peeked into the door keyhole of the doorknob.
Ah!
A cylinder lock. Now this type of lock is perfect for lockpicking. Please, Kokichi, open the lock.
You.
It's rude to pick a lock without permission.
Himiko!
Now is not the time for that. Something might have happened to Angie.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, Kokichi. Hurry up and open the door.
My bad.
Sorry, Himiko. I'm only doing this because these three are threatening me. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock.
See?
Open sesame.
Huh?
That simple, huh? Not to brag, but I am the ultimate supreme leader, you know.
Well...
Lockpicking seems more suited to petty thieves.
You got me!
Ah, that cuts real deep, Maki.
Alright.
Let's get inside. I'm worried about Angie.
Got it.
You're right. Going in without permission. I won't cover for you when Angie gets mad, you know. This back door, though, would be completely impossible to pick, because it's just got a latch on the inside. Oh, hey everybody.
Hey,
Hurry and check inside, nothing's wrong, that's fine.
Hey!
Why are you dragging your feet? Let's go in already.
Oh.
You remembered my little trick. Well, you are the ultimate detective after all. I wonder what it's like inside. I'm so excited. I touched the doorknob. I realized that my palms were sweating from fear, but she's just fine in there, right? She's just fine, and all of our friends have horrifically possessed the wax figures, and they're just walking around, talking about stuff. Fear? Why am I nervous? I turned the doorknob, pushed open the door, and Resident Evil'd my way inside. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Definitely weird. This is the first time 3 people have seen the body.
This is an official announcement.
A body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab.
Ah!
She puked again and it's green now. Monophanie's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Bleh. Magic. Transfer student from beyond the grave.
Well then.
Let us pray for Angie. Stop it, Kibo. Stop it. Let the cult die with her. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie.
it can't be.
Why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't.
Weird!
That's not true. Angie say Atua always by our side.
Damn it.
We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua,
Right?
yeah, we gotta talk about which of us is the culprit and win this killing game.
Really?
Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way!
But why would someone do such awful thing?
But
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but...
Uh-oh.
A vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke screen again, too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodom? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. This has been the case so far, yes? Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not?
It's fine.
Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how?
So then,
Let's get started.
we are all friends.
Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first.
Oh!
Oh look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying's like really lame. Living's all the rage these days. More puke, this is really unlucky.
So long.
farewell! So then,
As there is no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Wait!
Not going to. No way going to ever get used to this.
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. No, it seems perfectly sincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately,
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
you're right.
That's true. But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi!
Alright bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaido?
Okay.
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like
The culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? That's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual.
could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Hey,
Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault, telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff. Kaido, you alright?
Damn.
Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Kaido left. Still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So, where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Let's take a look. Angie Yonaga, the Ultimate Artist. Body found in the Ultimate Artist Lab. Time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. Cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. Monokuma File 3 added to the truth bullet section. Monokuma File included a time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
But
So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said, what good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council, that's...
All right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together. Himiko, I hope you didn't do something dumb.
it's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body.
But
But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
What a pain.
Surviving, everything else, it's too much of a pain.
what was that?
Then why don't you just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty, no.
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie.
You see.
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
No time for jokes.
I am serious.
This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation.
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
Well, you know.
First a resurrection ritual, and now a seance. Are you messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times? On top of that, we have a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something...
However,
Oh? I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory?
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head.
well,
So, to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Angie herself.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Having a seance to find out about the ritual, so we're gonna fight the occult with the occult?
Okay,
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
how exciting!
I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
I'll help too. You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
Do whatever you want.
yes!
I will.
So then,
So now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people. We are still 1 short. Fine, Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky.
why?
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
Well then,
So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab?
no.
In order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then,
How about the empty rooms?
That's...
Empty rooms, the one on the 4th floor? There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch black.
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Listen up!
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
then,
The middle one? The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
I see, yes.
I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. You really gonna do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all of our efforts to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Kiyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the seat.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But...
Perhaps it's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Detecto-vision. I guess we're gonna get some investigating done. This busty brainy beauty, is this all figured out?
Huh?
You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her?
wait!
Wait, god damn it, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know,
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions?
Listen up!
The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's see just how detailed these really are. Hey. You tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop it.
What?
I just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. What? Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me was a waste of time. Nah, she's just... It's her way of coping. I can't even examine the hanging dolls. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko. It's not like I approve or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko.
Actually,
As a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into the lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right, and she did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
oh,
Angie has been Angie has been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
no.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. Aren't you one too, Tsumugi? That'd be Tenko, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Tsumugi's account. Nothing up.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles, blah blah blah. You can also lock doors with lockpicks. Just saying. Open sesame. So he picked the cylinder lock open.
hey.
You think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
Would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. Be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Nom 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 nom. He ate it.
Then
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from inside the room?
No.
Not necessarily, I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Well, unless they mean a deadbolt by cylinder lock, if it's just like standard door lock, you can push those closed while they're locked.
Why?
The murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even.
Why?
Why?
Right.
The student council made a rule that no one can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
you.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
But in Atua's rule, Angie say he punish us if we not follow the rules.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. She was?
but
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms, to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here?
Gonta,
If
idiot.
so, Gonta could have saved her, if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie, Gonta no could save you. Find it hard to believe no one went outside, in spite of the student council rule. It's the back door. Door to the lab's back door. The door is the lab's back door.
Is this?
This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
that's true.
That's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this when she came in and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
What's this? Something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Shiny, could it be?
Is that alright?
May I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. Carefully touch the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold part. Somebody touched the katana and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Art lab back door. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock, and the rear door has a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
The cylinder lock's key was taken by the monocubs, so both doors can only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is, but that solution seems a bit too convenient. Unlocked, I think there are still things to investigate here. Okay. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. He stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. The Necronomicon. This book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey.
And she tried to perform the ritual written in the book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we take a look in the book, we can probably find the thing I think is what that said. Let's take a look. Necronomicon, Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution! Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait for a while. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid.
And she really believed in this crap. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true, but here? I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added to the truth bullet section of my monoped. Hey Karumi. The 4 effigies hung upside down make the scene particularly eerie. Robes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
Angie made all these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this a rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so. That means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten them. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people, not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist clearly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right. they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Effigies hung upside down has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. So I guess they aren't individually important. Except maybe the Kaede one because katana, which I now recognize as what's over there. Ryomada. Same crap. Antara doll. Kaede doll. No special comment for the giant-ass sword? The katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? Why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. You're gonna have stuff on your hands now. But this is a crime scene, you can't—
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
True, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
okay.
I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the blood stains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But...
Who would go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Really.
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thanks. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the effigy. Maki, why did you put that on your hand? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I need to know right now. If it's just an oopsie, that's weird. You don't seem to type. There's gold leaf on the locking thing on the exit doorway. We've already looked at that previously, so we know it was already there. Now you're contaminated. You can bring up the argument that that happened during the investigation now. This puts you in danger, Maki. Ours weapon stabbed into the wax effigy. A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? What? Hide what? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it? They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Gold leaf katana. Is rope special? No. There's blood dripping from her head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely.
Well...
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind?
But
Her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these things? Forehead injury.
Huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. She pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder. Stop
Is
touching
this-
things! What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
Duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Their hair stuck to it. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody tape with Angie's hair on it? Look at that. Well, it's just silver hair. It could be Kibo. Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad.
but
I'm surprised you spotted this. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. You're doing a lot of weird shit, Maki.
okay.
Well, that's true. Even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
It's a good thing you're used to corpses then.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Joking, I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize, I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Yeah, you're fine. She wouldn't talk about it, she'd just do it. Blood dripping from her head. According to the file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. Fatal wound is the one to the neck, but what about the one on her forehead? It also bothers me that the wound on her forehead is deep but not bleeding much. There's one more thing. The duct tape. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I thought I clicked on the blood pool last time. Small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. The blood's on the back of her neck.
Is this...
The blood's dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits to 2 AM, time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaido, at least. That guy's useless. Let's continue. I think we've finished investigating here for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
First, we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
It's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help. Listen, Maki, we've had a really weird night. We're making the best of it now. None of these guys have anything to say. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from right there, but it's still there. No, the sword itself is gone. It's just a sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here, I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kiyu suspicious? This is his research lab after all. There's also Kokichi, who knew about it and swung it around a bit.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone also could have done the same with my lab, too. Gold Leaf Katana has been updated.
Oh?
What are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway,
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance.
yeah.
That white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need the sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study? So let's see. Kokichi took a look around and heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Cage Dog Village right here. So this has gotta be it. Let's see, what does it say about this Cage Child seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Is this the page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child is mentioned here.
Yeah.
Kiyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light,
If I remember correctly,
just like Kiyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
So it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create a complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing in a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. Someone else is gonna die. There's a hole in the floor in each of the rooms. If we're assuming it might be Himiko, because magic, then they might be about to do one heck of a magic trick. After the song, ask, "Is the Caged Child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kiyo has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But...
Is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost, who are they using as the spirit medium? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh? Well, you know...
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know? The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whatever you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
I think you're right. Now you're talking.
Alright!
I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, and left the room. Caged Child, huh? Caged Child book's still here. He said he's read it so many times he can recite it by memory. Suppose he doesn't need it.
Hey,
You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine the clues. Alrighty. Let's go deal with a ghost. And it'll be spooky. They are in the middle, so either of the other rooms should be empty. So I can check them out. I wanted to snoop! I'm suspicious that something bad is gonna happen. I don't want to lose 4 people, man. I don't want to lose 2 people, man. We go from 2 guaranteed to 3, potentially 4. So Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us. Here's what I would like to say, however only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh, man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi, I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix, they're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I do?
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I have drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew the circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Also, it is dark in here, so be sure to watch our step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it, I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. That's cheating, game! That's cheating and you know it. I did the thing. Woohoo!
Okay.
I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then...
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie!
So then...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah? That's right.
You want to talk to her, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way, you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake! I have 5-star flexibility.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's okay, buddy.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Stay still.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Please don't jinx us!
Hehe.
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
We're all just very weak.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
You'll find out if it's not, buddy.
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then,
This is the point of no return. Tenko, after this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after.
well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of this room. Please, go to one of your choosing. Kimiko, why are you there? We each stood in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
At last, At long last.
You let us all in the caged child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one? Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
It's the caged child, Annie Yonaga. He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
say.
Is the caged child, Annie Yonaga. What's going on?
Say.
Is the caged child, Annie Yonaga.
What's the matter?
I want Angie answer.
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
Is that okay?
Well.
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. What's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tinko in there? Tinko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well. But how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit's sticking around, but whatever. Just like setting up, Kiyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kiyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Kiyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... That's what I was afraid of.
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy.
Ah!
That's normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously. What is this? How did this happen?
How
this happen?
Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening?
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
huh? If so...
What happens in the event that there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 blackened? We need to find them both. Well, we need to find them both at the class trial.
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
What would happen? Madadam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look so lost too, Monodam? I thought you were going to run things instead of Daddy.
I...
Never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. I really don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
It's all your fault, Manafini. Help, we don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap them back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything's possible with the power of love. You don't understand because you've never been loved before, Monodam.
Daddy!
I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. You're making me blush.
Here I am!
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs! With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation! Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! It's better not awaken anything in me.
No, no.
Man, that vacation is just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, so then who's this Baldy then?
yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Oh yeah, that's right. What happens with your votes if there are 2 blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
First come, first served.
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words,
If the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer would be considered the blackened. So basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself was a waste of a victim.
now then,
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Monokuma file 3 has been updated in the... Boy, everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
You're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I'll never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go. That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy.
So long.
I say no fear of clips. No one will ever find this recording. So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murderers have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But if we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit!
Fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
This is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible's possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning on doing this without much help.
All right.
Let's check the Monokuma file first. Tenko Abashira, Ultimate Aikido Master. Bodies found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 AM. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. Really mechanically difficult to do unless that was a trick cage and Kyo wanted her dead for some reason. Doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
Not again. Curse?
Hey!
What? Curse? Kaito, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
A dull sound reverberated through the room. That takes care of that.
Are you okay?
My bad.
Shuichi, I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. We gotta get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kinda left the room still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? This time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko? And to think earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I gotta keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. I'm thinking that this one might have a really short investigation.
Well,
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
That won't be necessary.
Ah,
That's not necessary at all.
Huh?
Why?
listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show off your new power. New power.
His eyes lit up! I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
A flashlight.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Oh, man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
it's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
You're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Interesting. That being added is weird. Candles hung on the walls, only source of light. No windows in the room, without candles it was dark. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Well, they knew where they were going to be, which put suspicion on Kyo. Because the weird little forehead stone. They said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. Sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Crying leader.
What?
Because...
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right, Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Wow, got a image of somebody facing away from us for once.
Well,
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. They're not nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gomta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top? That's why they're unstable?
Well,
The boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could do it. They could easily do so, right?
okay.
I suppose. Is that a line on the ground? No, it's chalk line stuff. The dog statue. Wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the dog god. During it, this statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. The wooden statue's pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly.
You said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Dog statue. White cloth. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This is placed on top of the cage. Kia was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque, and on the back. A blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric, which means Tinka wasn't stabbed through the cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Did somebody crawl down there and get her from below? A la Danganronpa 2. Small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
A hole. There's a space under here too. Hold on. I can see something. It looks like something dropped down there. Something's down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
Right. That's for later.
Hey!
Hey, Himiko. Be strong, Himiko.
Wait!
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break.
But
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
You must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? It's not your fault, buddy. Unless it is your fault, in which case, disregard that statement.
Oh, man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer. Yeah, but he's not. You mean you? The investigation's over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obvious. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Seriously, the seance was clearly set to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, do you even know that? Is it? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I won't say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kiyo, said at that point she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. I mean, she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was she killed after the candles are blown out? That may be an important point of the case.
Leave it to me.
I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Himiko. the magic circle key you drew on the floor. At least it was. It has been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was it drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
You feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Monkey really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kia's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic circle. He's all broken. Big metal thing. This is the cage used in a seance. It's got blood on it. There's something really, like, spurt upward. It's kind of mechanically difficult.
is this?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
I imagine so. This spatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then,
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but at the exact moment the cage was lifted. It's a possibility. Himiko just taking people out. Rock. Rock next to Tenko's body. Must be. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly, it's merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this. Tenko had her forehead on the rock hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Marker stone has been added. This floorboard's loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
But
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard. Tenko's body. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. The wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she could have gone far. Couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
If a wound this deep, the victim's too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience.
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. And now we look at the hole. Small opening in the corner, space under the floor, something's down there. We need to finish looking around up here. But I did it. Was that not the everything? I am confused. Sheet, other stuff, talk to everybody, I think.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko. Did I speak to Himiko and then Gonta took over?
How can this be?
And Gonta no could protect friends. Other light? Candles hung on walls, only source of light, no windows, blah blah, pitch black.
That cannot be.
I guess I miscorrected you. Why did this?
I knew it.
You know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
I am shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
If we perform the caged child again in summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap, just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during it?
I see, yes.
True, it would be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed a white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed a wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance would have been complete, but... Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Clonk. Just ignore it, it's fine. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought perhaps someone may have tripped. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Maybe Kyo knows something?
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would not be difficult. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then...
When was she killed?
Well,
That's a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Sound during seance.
Hey!
My Himiko, did you do this? Maki, we finished investigating up here, maybe we should check under the floor.
By the way...
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kilo's light from up here, that should be fine.
Okay.
Then I'll get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well...
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah? Hole from a different room. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room. The rooms I wasn't able to look at.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along it. This part is rotted away. Looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next here is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in here.
Nope.
Then they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion that's missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing. Yeah. So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Crosspiece under the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Well, that's friendly. Blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. There's a little bit on the underside of the floorboard.
What do you mean?
The Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. Can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Dried blood. Loose floorboard. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh, definitely Tenko's. And there's a sickle here. There's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle's fresh. This is it. It's the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
You did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well...
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade's about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey.
If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Sickle under the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
You want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back, then returned to our investigation. The most likely scenario, just due to who was where, really is that Himiko just popped the fuck off. But that's a lot. Something's weird. I don't like it.
By the way...
You've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Because...
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is...
You're right.
The culprit for the first murder. The one who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
Then...
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Of course.
But
this is bigger than the killing game, for the sake of the 2 who died. I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Yeah. Let's check out the other ritual rooms. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Please don't mark a third.
It's a lie!
Fucker. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing? Oh, you know.
Oh?
Oh, sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, it is real blood.
Why?
What are you doing? I got curious about something. So I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
That got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything. I'm glad you're okay, Kokichi. Sorry, my bad. I guess there was no cross piece supporting the floorboard, so I just kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The cross piece was gone. Does that mean...
Huh?
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the Killing Game is all about! Killing Game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game! The Killing Game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
But I want to investigate the other rooms. I guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as he did in the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too, nothing suspicious about the whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At class trials, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi has been added to the truth bullet section of the monopet. Let's go to...
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Nah. Fine. To the courtyard. Away. See if there's anybody to talk on the way there. And then that'll be where we call it for the night. Well, I go back over the audio and pray everything's okay, because I messed with it earlier and I forgot to change it back. So it's been recording stuff that I don't know what sounds like, which is scary. Nobody's just in the way. Kokichi wasn't bloody whenever Tinka's body was discovered. And he helped uncover it. He's also wearing clothes that are really not suited to getting covered in blood. I guess that particular thing's a little... gonna be a bit underutilized now, huh? Okay. Next time, another class trial. We are 2 friends down, And I guess a third one guaranteed on the way. This one's been deadly. Not ideal. Alright. Till next time. I get to make the bear wait. Later.